Brian Canham joins us today to reminisce and chat about the upcoming album and national tour. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Bri.
Hey, guys. How you going?
We're thrilled to have you on. I mean, Molly Meldrum, he went against Countdown Protocol when he scattered you in a pub in 1982. What were those early days like?
Yeah, they were pretty exciting, you know, to spot the man in the cowboy hat in the middle of the audience unexpectedly was quite exciting, and then for him to pop backstage and then follow up with a call saying, hey, I want you guys to come on Countdown wasn't expected, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, we don't really have a show like that anymore, which really makes or breaks Aussie talent, and that must have been such a big moment for a lot of Aussie bands at the time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Were you thirsting to get on Countdown when you were writing all those early songs?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It was like every band's dream, you know, you aspired to be on the show.
That's so amazing. Let's talk about Funky Town, because it initially didn't have much support when you did that cover, but the success of that, what was the impact on your career?
Well, it projected us right around the world was the main thing, and you know, we jumped tenfold in popularity overnight, pretty much as soon as it hit the #1 position. So yeah, it had a big impact.
Yeah, it's an absolute banger. I love that song. Last week you released 1990, the Lost Album demo. Why was it? Yeah, what's this about?
Yeah, well, back in '89, the band were called in for a meeting to discuss doing a 4th album. And in the meeting, there was a bit of a surprise bombshell where we ended up calling it a day, which was news to me. So I was left with basically a whole album's worth of material that I wanted to use to do the 4th album. And so I was called in to submit my tape for that, because all of a sudden there's no band, but they say, OK, well, maybe we'll do a solo career with you, Brian. So I hurriedly got my one and only master tape into the management company to duplicate for me. And basically I never saw it again after that. It sort of went missing, and I tried for months and years, and so that this album didn't happen, the band didn't happen, the band split up, and the album just was lost for 30 years. And it was only recently that we were moving some supplies around and archiving material, and we came across this box of cassettes, and there were several in there labelled master tapes. So, you know, I had to get a cassette player and go through the, you know, laborious procedure of, you know, playing song by song. It took me probably a couple of weeks. And one day we just came across one of the songs that was from that album. So my wife, Raquel, was jumping up and down with excitement, saying, you know, we've got to release this, we've got to release it. And meanwhile, the tapes that we were listening to was rewinding, and the tape then managed to get jammed in the machine. And we're going, my God, 30 years, we found it. It's in the machine. So we got it out. We used the old pen method, you know, and wound
Kids don't know these methods.
Don't even know what a
explain the pen method.
cassette is.
One of those skills that came in handy. Yeah, so we found it, and it's, you know, we're going to release it.
Excellent.
Well, look, you've got a lot of fans out there. You're going to go back out on tour too. Is the band done now? Is it just you and new players, or did some of the other players come back after that breakup back in 1989?
It's pretty much been myself and a different lineup, these guys that you see, for the last sort of 5 years or so. And, yeah, you know, it's more about the brand and the sound and the songs, really.
Well, we love the songs, and I can't wait for this album too. To find your closest show, head to Pseudo Echo's Facebook page, get all the ticket details. Legend, always good to see you.
Great, likewise.
See you, Brian.
Good to see you guys.